So I've been doing a lot of work with Samba this week, mostly riding her without stirrups and bareback. Right here, I'm riding her with stirrups, trying to get her to go in a circle to the left. She doesn't like going to the left. Now we're going to change direction and bend, go to the right, and just keep doing figure eights like that. She stumbled a little bit there. And I keep asking her to trot. She'll go for maybe 20 or 30 feet at a trot and kind of go into a walk. So I keep encouraging her by saying, trot. And she'll go again for another 20 or 30 feet. On this particular day, I had my GoPro on.
And trot.
And it came to my attention that my inside hand, I tend to carry it a lot lower than my outside hand. And that's why I was asking you, am I not supposed to do that? And also crossing over the mane with my outside hand. Now I knew I wasn't supposed to do that with the inside because that's called an indirect rein and that's bad.
Oh, that was good. You changed Ben so nice there.
Now I've been riding her a lot without stirrups, and here I took up my stirrups again, and I'm really in a chair seat here. My feet are really far forward with my heels way down. I feel like I need to have my feet further back under my hips and the bottoms of my feet flat instead of with my toes up like that. It looks terrible. Maybe this is doing more harm than good. Is it possible to ride too much without stirrups and mess everything up? And frankly, it doesn't feel all that much more secure. I'm pretty secure now trotting on her without stirrups. It'd be a way different story on prairie, yes, but on her, no stirrups is no problem. Okay, so this is me riding her bareback a little bit, and I'm thinking of trotting on her, so I put a helmet on just to protect my gourd, just in case. I do think I have a little tension in my legs here because my toes are turned up. Maybe that's just the boots. Alright, so I'm practicing steering her here with my legs hanging in outer space. I don't think she really gets what my seat bones are telling her, because I kind of have to use the reins to tell her where to go. And I'm still having a little bit of trouble stopping her, because apparently that feels different when there's no saddle. So we're practicing all the basics. This is stop. Then we do a go. Yep. See my hips go forward there? And we're doing a little, I was going to ask her to turn the other direction and do a circle to the left. And she says, no, Mommy, I don't want to do that. But I insist with the reins, and so she says, okay. I'm trying to get the hang of the 5 basics bareback. And it is a lot different because now I don't have leg aids, really. I have just reins and seat bones and my weight. See how I'm having to pull my leg in to turn her. And she offers a little bit of trot here. My upper body looks a little stiff to me. My arms are kind of pulling up on her.
How did that feel?
He saw that that was unplanned, and I said, it felt fine.
You weren't scared?
Actually, I wasn't, because it wasn't that hard to do.
You were balanced?
It felt pretty much like the way it feels when I'm trotting on her without stirrups, with my legs just hanging. Usually with the saddle, my legs are touching the saddle and all of that stuff on her back. But it doesn't feel that bad, honestly. I mean, she's got such a nice little trot. I can do this bareback. And I'm not clutching with my knees at all. That went great. So it's a day or two later, and I forgot to put my helmet on. But anyway, I don't trot with her today because she just doesn't feel like I want to trot on her. She's very forward today. So I figured her trot might be a little faster and bouncier. Yes, I can feel the difference. She looks perfectly fine, but she's got a little more energy and a little more maybe tension. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to rush things. I have all the time in the world. I want to do all of this right and not mess up by trying to rush things and take shortcuts. I'm just going to learn. She's doing turn in pretty well, and here's a stop, which is very smooth and good. I think that was good. Okay, back to the saddle, back to the stirrups, and we're practicing stop here. Now this is one of the first stops of the day, and you can see she's walking through. I'm having to really raise the reins. As soon as she stops, and then she starts going forward before I ask her. So we have to work on this a little bit. So here's another one. It's a little better, although she still dribbles on. She's still going, even after I'm asking her to stop. And here's another. Better. Much better. There's a go. Now I'm stopping her in more rapid succession here to try to get her a little more submissive, a little more obedient and paying attention. You can see how distracted she is. Here comes another stop. Raising my hands a little bit. That one was without stirrups. Not bad. Now here I like my leg position. I wish it would look like that once I have stirrups on my feet. Another stop. And they're getting better and better. She didn't throw her head up, she puts her head down. And go. Looks like I'm asking her for turn in. That was maybe a step of turn in just to get on the circle. Here's another stop. Better. I'm getting more subtle. I think there might be another one coming up here. Another stop. Yeah. Ooh, that one was pretty good. And she's frozen in place until I tell her to go again. So this is going to be just a little bit of trotting in a circle to the right, which she does a lot better than circle to the left. So there's one circuit around. She's very balanced and controlled. There's two circuits around. So she made it about 2.5 circuits there before she decided to walk. So we're changing direction here. I want her to do a circle to the left. She wants to go back to the right again. I'm kind of fighting her here to get going to the left. She definitely has ideas of her own about what she likes. So I'm trying to circle to the left again, and she wants to go right. So I'm asking her to trot, and she's stumbling a lot. I don't know why. And now she wants to go back to the right again. Well, I let her. I guess she likes doing figure eights. And I'm without stirrups, as you can see, just letting my legs hang wherever they want to go. I'm trying to remind myself to just turn to mush and go totally limp. And every time I become aware of tension in my legs, I try to relax. Dave says I look like a bag of jelly. That's good. She's getting really round and raising her back here. Here, I'm coming around on a circle to the left, and she's really objecting to going left again. She wants to change direction and go around that bucket to the right. So we have a little discussion about that. Every time around it happens. Here she's doing it again. She wants to go right. I don't have stirrups, but she doesn't scare me. All I have to do is just tell her, no, we're doing this. It's not like it would be on Prairie. If Prairie wanted to change direction and go the other way to the right, I'd let him. Okay, she's being a little ornery here.
Yep.
She's insisting on going to the right. Now this is toward the end of one session, riding her without stirrups, and she's just starting to get good. She starts to snort and blow, all the tension out. I can tell she's really focused. But that's about where I quit. I usually only ride her about 20 minutes, and maybe 5 minutes of bareback. Some people would probably consider that the end of the warm-up session and time for the real work to begin. Here we're going to do another nice little stop. Yeah, not bad. More riding bareback. So we're doing some turn in.
Let her.
And there again, I was wanting to change direction and go around the other bucket to the left, and she said no. So since I was bareback, I wasn't going to argue.
Try making the big
So
turn.
I'll let her go to the right.
Circle to the left.
Now I want to ask her to go to the left again. So I stop her. And I figure maybe we can make this a little more clear if we stop before changing direction. I don't know, maybe I'm being too abrupt in the way I change with my seat. I just recall seeing the diagram in your book where it shows going in one direction, like going to the right, with the bend and everything, and then you straighten and go in the other direction with changing the legs slightly, changing the seat, changing to a new outside rein. But maybe I'm just expecting her to do that too quickly, and she's not ready for that. Tell me what to do. The way I do it is pretty ugly.
You didn't make the big circle.
See, she wanted to change direction there and go to the right around the other bucket, but I'm still wanting her to go to the left. Dave suggested I just make a big circle to the left, and that is helping. Yep, good stop.